Hi guys, so I'm here for to show you guys how I assemble my treats. I have a few things already printed here, so I'm going to show you how to do the Pixie Sticks, the Starburst, and the chips. So I'll start with the Pixie Stick, and I basically print a label that looks like this. I do have a Cricut, so the Cricut does cut it for me. If I take it off the page, it's going to come off. So I have these three items. This is my Starburst, this is my Gatorade, and this is the Pixie Stick. And so this is the cutout of the Pixie Stick. And what I'm using is, I'm using Koala inkjet sticker paper. I do not typically use this paper. This is what it looks like. This is my second time using this paper when it comes to like durability and, you know, paper that moves and all that. I'm still choosing what best works for me. So I am adding extra adhesive. This is double stick tape, permanent double stick tape. And what I'm doing is I'm lining just the sides of it, of each one. I have a glare in the back. And then I'll take a Pixie Stick. I do buy my Pixie Sticks by bulk from Amazon. My kids love them. I have them for, we do like game night or movie night and stuff like that. And we use these, so half of them we use and half of them we sell. Because the box is like 100 pieces or 80 pieces or something. So I set the Pixie Stick right in the middle as it where like the regular label is. You see, it's not touching the top up here. But I do make mine just have like a little gap, not really as much of a gap as this, because my label is not as big as this as well. I will list the measurements in the description box for the size of my labels. And I did create the decal myself. Typically a customer would just tell me, you know, this is the picture I want to use, this is the theme, these are the colors, and I will use like PicArt, Fonto, Canva, anything that, you know, or Google, and I will just put the decal together, make sure they like it, and then I'll go from there. And this is what it looks like. A couple of them, and this is what these look like. The next one is Starburst. This is what the Starburst label looks like. And all of this is the backing. You can put other stuff in these areas if you want. I have my original decal here, and it just says happy 4th birthday. If you want to add more stuff, you can. Like some people put the barcode. Some people put, I'm pulling it back enough. Some people put, you know, more words, more pictures. I'm not. So I can see through this paper, and I can see where that happy birthday is. And that's where I'm going to lay the face of the Starburst. So I'm going to take it. This one has a little paper on it from, I must have messed up. So where it says happy birthday, I'm going to place the front. And I also want to place it evenly on the paper, so both sides are even. So this is what it's looking like. From there, you just want to make sure it's really straight, really leveled out. Mine looks pretty level. This is what I noticed with this paper. You see that? Just from me bending the paper, it leaves like if the paint is coming off. You see that? So that's what I don't like about this paper. I'm gonna toss this one because I want them to be nice and neat as possible. I'll probably switch the paper up. I also have the Koala glossy paper. That paper I typically use for chip bags. It is a thinner paper. You'll see it in a second. But I just had this paper on hand, so I figured put it to use. It's been sitting here for about a month. Let me make sure there's nothing on there. It's been sitting here for about a month or two, so I figured let's put it to use and see how it works. All right, so placing, it's there for me. Placing on the back. And I'm gonna fold each side up and I'm gonna snug it, like pull on it. Snug it. Make sure to keep your decal in the front. Now, I have been doing this 2 ways. I wish my phone's a little lower so you can see my guys. I have been either lifting up the label and folding it against the label, or I'll leave the label down and just fold them together and make a flap over it. So this is the way that I do it to make the flap over it. I'm going to lift both sides together. I would say the adhesiveness on this paper is it's average. It's not really all that sticky to me. It could use extra adhesive, but these are going to be ripped open anyways, so I'm not going to use the extra adhesive. The only reason why I use the extra adhesive on the Pixie Sticks is because they will come open, and I don't like for the flap to be open. It bothers me. Alright, so I sandwich both of the sides together as good as I can, trying to line them up the best possible way. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just lean it one way. The flap on these Starburst goes this way. I'm just going to slap it down like this. Make sure it's lined up. I'm going to slap it down. Slap it down. Now I have created a flap. See that? You can put some adhesive here and put the flap still down like this. I'm going to leave it like this until I fold in the sides and see what it looks like. Okay, so this is what I got. This is what I got, right? Here's my flap. I'm going to take these 2 sides. I'm going to push them in. I'm going to lift this up first. So I lift the inside up. I'm going to take the 2 sides and push them in. And then I'm going to close it like that. And pinch it. And I'm going to pinch it till I get to where the Starburst starts. Same for this side, lifting that flap up in the inside. And I'm going to push it in. Trying to keep that straight because I don't want it to be a bulky bump in there. And then I'm going to push it closed. And push it all the way till I get to the base of where it starts. Now my sides do look like this. They're a little crazy. I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna take some scissors and I'm going to create a jagged edge. So I have these scissors here. I did purchase them from Michael's for about I think they were $13.99, but I had a $10 coupon, so I only paid about $3 for them. They also sell these at Dollar Tree. They sell them singly. And they look exactly the same. I believe this one is from Dollar Tree. Yeah. And I have a green one, an orange one, and a blue one. I think this one's from Dollar Tree. And this one's from Michael's, and this one's from Dollar Tree. And I just add them as I find them. I don't know, maybe this one's from Dollar Tree because it's shorter. It's shorter than all of them. So this one might be from Dollar Tree. On the back of them, even the ones from Dollar Tree, they have what type of pattern they have. So I'm going to use this one with this type of pattern. It looks like, honestly, my honest opinion on the scissors, they suck. All of them. The Dollar Tree ones and the regular ones. But we have to make do with what we purchased, so we can't just toss them. And I just basically snip. You just have to like keep doing it because it doesn't really cut through. And that's how I'm going to leave it, like with this jagged edge. Like the group, like the singers. And I'm doing the same thing to the other side. And sometimes I'll turn it around and do it to the back side because it's not snipping through. And that's my Starburst. Alright, so we got our Pixie Sticks, we got our Starburst. Next I'm going to show you Gatorade. So we have this Gatorade here. I always get the minis. I have never sold the big ones because they cost a lot of money. So I start by removing the tag, and I'm going to take my Gatorade label. All right, so I just peel a piece of it back, and then I'm going to stick it onto one of the ridges, and I just make sure it's straight, just like that. And then as I pull back, I fold back, fold back. You might want to steer your paper in the right way, so you might want to hold it in your hand so you can place it where you want it to be placed. Sometimes it doesn't line up all the way, so you would need to like pull it taut to get it to line up to where it's supposed to. And this is what I'm left with. You can add adhesive on here, or you could just stick this down. It does stick very well to itself, I'll tell you that, because if you stick it to the front and pull it, it's going to snatch the whole paper off. So it does stick to itself. I'm not going to use any extra adhesive. I'm just going to press it down, and then this is my Gatorade bottle. And I will put the measurements, you guys. And the trick that I have with these is I keep these and I stick it back in there. You just have to be careful not to rip it. And I just turn them all one way. Same for these. Like that. Okay. Moving on to chip bags. Pause. So I actually have a detailed video on how to assemble chip bags. So go ahead and check the description box below, and you'll be able to see me put a chip bag together and all the details about that. Thank you. Bye. The Starburst, the Pixie Stick, the chips, and the Gatorade. Let me show you. I thank you guys for watching. If you want more tutorials like this, please let me know. You can join my Facebook group, which is called Craft Besties, also in the link below, and see what we're making today. So you guys have a good day. Bye. Thank you.